Yo, what's good, YouTube? Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. Happy Easter. I don't celebrate Easter and whatnot and other holidays, but I hope you guys enjoy your holidays. But we're gonna hop into this. I got a little tutorial. It's just a quick, simple, easy one. So I was asked to make an ambient, weird, trippy type of trap beat, just something really ambient. Is what the guy wanted me to try to make, and this is for a Patreon supporter. So we went ahead and made something real ambient, kind of out there, kind of euphoric and spacey sounding, pretty much, right? So I'm not gonna take too long, take too much of you guys' time. I know you guys got some festivities probably to celebrate. So let's hop into it. So we got the first melody right here. So starting off with the first melody, pretty much if you want to make these ambient type of sounds and these ambient type of beats, it's always good to have very slow and very soft type of sounds that are kind of like stretched out sounding, or something that's not too fast or doesn't sound too chaotic. You want something that's kind of like it just kind of flows like this, whereas you have your fast and upbeat song that's kind of like a fast wave like this. That's why you have something like a little Uzi Vert song, and then you'll see a little Uzi Vert on the stage like hopping, like bouncing like this, and doing this thing or whatever. Is because it's got more of a hype type of feel to it. Whereas these ambient songs and beats have more of a chill type of slow pace. Let's just kind of sit and chill and slow things down. So I try to make all my melodies sound relatively slow and kind of airy and ambient and melodic. So let's go ahead and hop into this. So here's the first melody we got. Sound selection is very key and how you use these sounds. Like I've always done, I try to label my sounds the way I look at them. So that's the main melody. This will be my background. Then I just have two alternating sounds that I use to throw in there at different times to give the beat a little variation. So here's the second melody. If you notice, that's kind of sounds like a very similar type of melody. It's very soft, very ambient, but it has more of a movement to it. So it moves a little bit. It doesn't just sound like a straight up just sound where you press the sound, it plays, and then once you release the key, it stops. It's moving sound. So you want to use moving sounds, ambient sounds, kind of just twinkly out there type of sounds, just something that sounds very euphoric. You want to be able to pick out sounds like that because again, your sound selection is very key. So we're just gonna hop on to the third melody. Now, the key to getting these ambient sounds is the background melody and then your actual melody, right? But the main thing is that the two alternating melodies, or however many melodies you add in there, that are going to be the ones that kind of cause variation in your song. Those are very key that you select those properly. So if you notice with this one, it's still slow, but it has a little bit faster of a cadence to it. So you can it's not slow and drawn out like the first two melodies. It's a little bit faster than those, but still has that slow vibe to it, right? Not only that, you want to pick out something that sticks out there to where it's very different than the other couple of sounds. So my first two sounds are very soft, very congealed together. Sound like they are just kind of meshed together. Whereas this one, it sticks out there. So it's like the first two sounds are like this. They're stuck together, and the third sound is over here by itself, and it's able to sit by itself, but it still sounds like the two sounds that are still congealed together. So everything you want to like, if you're painting a picture, your picture may, when you look at it, like if you know who Salvador Dali is, his paintings look really weird. It's just a bunch of weird random stuff, clocks melting, tall elephants with skinny legs and whatnot. Just everything is just weird, but everything seems to go together because it's all abstract, it's all different, it's all out there, right? So that's how you want it. You want to have everything be different, have different elements, but and all be different, kind of abstract, melodic, and euphoric. But you want them to all individually kind of like sound different while still sounding like the style that you're going for. So if you want the melodic style, you want it to sound melodic, but you want your sounds to have a slow sound, a fast sound, something that's in between, something that sounds like dark, something that sounds light, but they all sound like the overall picture you're trying to paint, right? So if you notice in this third sound, it kind of sticks out there, but it still fits the style of what we're going for. So now we've got this third sound here, right? And if you notice with that sound, that sound is actually the slowest sound that I have out of all of them. So I have a slow one, another slow one, a medium speed, and then an extra slow one. So if you notice, to get this type of euphoric, type of soft melodic sound, you don't want to be like a high pitch, high like fast, like tempo beat. You want something that's more slowed down with a slower pace. So let's go ahead and hop into the rest of this stuff. So we got your clap, just regular typical run of the mill stuff. You got your hi hat pattern. I didn't do anything special. I literally just clicked all of these in because I didn't want it to. I made this at like 2 o'clock last night, so I was just kind of going through it quickly. Got some snares. Got the breath. And then 808 pattern is very important because your 808 pattern is going to set the precedence of what this beat's going to sound like. So you can have fast, crazy melodic beats, right? And then have a very simple, slow 808 pattern, and it's going to give the beat a totally different vibe, even though the melodies are fast. Now, let's say you have fast melodies and then you have a fast 808 pattern. It's going to give you a totally different vibe. Now, let's say you got slow melodies but a fast 808, totally different vibe. And then you can play with beats and do this. So I like lots of times when I'm making a beat, I'll make 3, 4, 5 different 808 patterns, maybe different 808s in general. And each time it changes the whole pattern. So I think at one point in time I had the jug 808, like the plugs type 808, made this beat sound totally different. Then I tried the spins one, made the beat sound totally different. Then I had another one that was similar to the spins one, but the only way it sounded pretty good to me was if I changed the pace of the 808 pattern and made it to where the tempo was faster. Now, even though the tempo here was still at 140, I made the tempo of the 808s faster. So I had them closer together and more, tightly knit together. But this is what we got for the 808. Now with these as well, with these type of melodic beats, if you want something that's going to be like a catchy beat, you want to make your 808 pattern not necessarily simple, but you want it to have it to where as it plays and it reloops, it all sounds like it goes all in one nice smooth circle. So like sometimes I notice when I make my 808 patterns, it sounds like it's hard for me to describe it and give you a visualization. It sounds like my 808 patterns go like this. It's like 808 pattern, then I reloop it, and then it starts over again, rather than it goes into one nice sequential loop to where it's like I don't even notice if the 808 pattern is the same. Whereas sometimes I'll make beats and you can tell the 808 pattern is obviously the same. So sometimes I'll make variations of it, take one 808 pattern out and throw another one in there to kind of change it up. But it's just all how the beat's going to sound. I notice with these softer melodic beats, I like my 808 patterns to feel like they just go like this, like a revolving door, almost like you don't even notice a hiccup in it. It's just like the 808 pattern just continues to play and never stop, right? So hopefully that makes sense to you. But let's go ahead and hop into what this actually sounds like all together and go from there. that's pretty much all we got for today. That's how you make a melodic ambient, euphoric type beat, whatever you guys want to label it as. But just kind of like a slow pace, kind of chill vibes type of beat. I feel like a lot of the beats that I make, I just like making beats that I like listening to. And I think my beats kind of take you on a journey while you're listening to them. So that's kind of the style that I go through of, let me make this beat and these stuff and this sound or this beat and this type of wave or this style that's going to take you on a journey as you listen to it. So the 808 pattern is going to lead you into one to the different parts of the beat. This melody is going to transition you into this part. These instruments playing at this time is going to help you bridge from here from one part of the beat to the next. So I try to make everything all congeal together and where one thing leads to the next, no matter which how I put it or how I structure it and layer it out. So it's all being strategic, just making your beats simple and being strategic about the simplicity of your beats. But like I said, I'm not gonna hold you guys too long, man. We're about 12 minutes in, so that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate all the love and support. Continue to show me all the love and support. Follow me on all my social medias. Milan Makes Beats. If I got it, you'll find me. If I don't, you won't. That's all I got for you guys, man. Drop a comment in the comments section. Leave a like if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it. Either which way, just interact with the video so the algorithm works in my favor. And that's really all I got for you. So we'll tap in next week, man. So appreciate all the love and support. Peace.